Okay, so back in your sewing supply bag again, you have the snaps. Okay, one of them is going to be face down, so the socket is up, and one of them is going to be face up, so that way the button is up. You can put them next to, kind of a little spacing, but next to the hook and eye here. Okay, you're going to sew one of them down and one of them up, and you're going to be on the 6x6 again. Okay, so we are going to start from underneath again, just like with the hook and eye, and the snap's actually tiny, so it's kind of hard to see here. But I have my knot. My knot goes into the back, all right, and you pull through. Now, that's the only time you go to the back, because if you go around to the back again, that's when you create that thread around the fabric, which you don't want. All right, so what you do is you grab a tiny little piece of fabric underneath the snap, and then you come through the hole, all right, and then you go ahead and do it 3 times, all right, and then you are going to move over to the next one. So when you go under and grab the piece of fabric, grab the piece of fabric in the next hole, all right, come around. Notice that this is underneath, actually. Notice that you don't really see any mess when you transfer from one side to the other. All right, and then you're gonna go ahead, and I actually did this kind of close to the edge. I would recommend going in a little bit more. Grab a piece of fabric. So that counts as 2. Grab a piece of fabric, that counts as 3. All right, go ahead over to the next one. You're gonna go in, grab a piece of fabric, come out, 2, and then 3. Make sure I'm not I'm holding this in half. All right, and then 3. Okay. All right, and then you go around to the final one. Grab a piece of fabric, come up. Kind of holding this in half so that way you can see. Grab a piece of fabric, grab a piece of fabric, and then finally I want to show you the knot part. Okay, with the knot, you want to grab the piece of fabric, and remember, kind of underneath, just like we did before. You're not going to pull the thread all the way through. You're going to take that needle and you're going to go through the circle, and you're going to do that twice. Take a piece of fabric, preferably underneath of the snap, and then go through. Whoop. Now, if that happens, just be patient. You just have to, actually it's not going to come out now, but usually you can adjust these little threads and then get it, but it's okay. If that is, if that's what happens, we can just kind of cut this portion off. All right, so there we go. Usually you can kind of play with it until it goes. All right, and that is, you have it. You have your snap on the one side. You'll cut this thread with your scissors, and then you will take this snap. They don't have to snap together. Take that and put the socket up. Notice the button's up here, socket's up there, and you're gonna do the same exact thing. All right, thanks, bye.